Bienvenido, welcome. I'm your favorite hobby tourist. Hope you're having a wonderful day today. You know, I love starting every single day, doing my daily. So I'll get up early, I'll work a little bit, spend time with my family, make some breakfast, and then I get to hang out with you guys, which is always a huge highlight for me. Actually, I am so sorry. I gotta move something. There's like a weird shine outside my window. There we go. That was a little bothersome. It was like right, like there's like I had like a window often like off the other side of the room, and it was just like shining right in my eye, and I was like, that's actually annoying. So yes, I'm able to fix that gladly. But how are you guys doing? Let's see, Slaybean and Nyakat. Hello. Wait, I'm early. Yeah, well, I mean, yeah, this is the very beginning. Usually, first few minutes is me just chatting, talking, whatever, we're just like, I'm just like waiting for people to kind of like come in a little bit, and I just like ramble a little bit. Usually this is when I'm asking for the 3 emojis. So if anyone watches this later, you're more than able to play along, right? So what I asked for 3 emojis, okay? Not 1, not 2, 3 emojis describing how your day has been, maybe something you're really excited about, right? Like, let's see, for me, I just work. I haven't had too much time to work on my game, sadly, just because I've been like really hyper focused on work lately. But hopefully soon, hopefully very soon, I could like lock in a little bit more to the, hey, Soul, welcome in. Let's see, reminds me of the glare from the sun I get when I watch a movie. Yeah, a little bit. It's one of those things which is a little annoying because I have like a little lamp. I did add that just because, like, here, I'll show you. Without it, see like how dark it is. So I did add this. I stole this from my fiance. She has like this little lamp. So I stole that from her. AOG Mr. Ghost. I have play practice at 10. Oh, wait, what play? What kind of play? I'm curious. And how are you guys doing, Soul and Mr. Ghost? I know you've been streaming a lot, Mr. Ghost, and you've been doing like awesome stuff. Hey, Atlas, welcome in. Today is a dev day. Oni, no, definitely not. I'm sorry. I already have a fiance. I will be changing this. I'm like looking at this. I want to change something. Let's change the image because I want to do Ritmon today. I was saying like, man, like because I haven't had time, I haven't been able to go in the engine and fix all those bugs, and I don't want to do a bug stream. That is just really annoying, and I wouldn't be talking just because I would be like reading everything and like hyper focus, and that'd be really boring for you guys. And this is not, it's not what I want to do. If I did do it, it would have to be like a night stream, where I'm like, you're like, what am I doing? I'm like, the camera's in front of one of my screens, and it's like part of the screen that I kind of look at. There it is. I'm looking for, I wanted an image of Ritmon to be on the screen instead of Mako, because right now we currently have Mako on the screen, but I want Ritmon on the screen. Where's Ritmon? Where is he? Hold up. I know I have images of him. You know what I mean? It's like I definitely have them. Oh, I think he's in this section. Here he is. I'm gonna make this guy instead today. I want to work on this guy. I just feel like it. It's just one of those, like, you know what? I'm in a mood to make a guy, like make somebody. So I'm making him. I'm going to make him. He's nice and simple. It won't take super long, probably. Should be able to do it in the stream, even with me, like chatty. Let's see. By the way, I'm asking this to everyone I see for no reason. Hey, you never know, Atlas. Someone might actually take you up on this offer. You're like, will you marry me? They're like, yes, of course. You're like, wait, no, I don't want to. And I have a girlfriend too. Oh, very nice. I'm a minor. I'm 15. True, very true. Wait, I did see that. I did see you posted the competition. I haven't done anything. I haven't had time. You know what I mean? And Nyakat, I don't know what that is, Nyakat. It looks kind of like one of those things that oh my god, what is that called? It's like a strainer, not a strainer. The one for like grating cheese, like a grater. Oh my god, why did I say? But it looks like a grater. Is that what it is? Sleigh Bean, Rapunzel. But they're added a bunch of different characters. I'm Papa Bear from. Oh, cool. So wait, is it like Hoodwinked? I don't know if you saw that movie. It's an older movie now. But there was like a movie Hoodwink where all like these fairy tale characters. So you're Papa Bear. I like that. From wait, Little Red Riding Hood. No, wait, Papa Bear. No, you mean Goldilocks, right? Is that what you're talking about, Sleigh Bean? Because Papa Bear is from Goldilocks. It's not from Red Riding Hood. Red Riding Hood's like, you got Red Riding Hood. You got the wolf. You got the granny. And then you got the hunter. Those are like the 4 characters in Red Riding Hood. So it can't be. It would have to be Papa Bear from Goldilocks. And hello, Dragon Spiral. Welcome in. You definitely have a catchphrase, by the way. Who? Oh, no, my intro? I have an intro, yeah. I do. I actually do have an intro. And hello, Stella. Welcome in. Did you see my competition character? I did. I saw him. Oh, no, yeah. Dragon. Will you... Stella, will you marry me? Some people made 2 skins already. I did. I saw the multi-head one. Right? Someone did like a multi-head character. And I was like, ooh, I like it. It's cool. YouTube is... causing problems on my end. Oh, I'm sorry. Atlas, sorry, but I'm okay. Slaving, yes, I'm joking, brother. I just checked. Actually, they made 6 skins that fast. Good. Oh, nice. Okay, very nice. Atlas, I'm asking to everyone I meet. Yeah. Yo, no, you always say you know what I mean. Oh, I mean, I guess you know what I mean. I guess I do say that. That's just like a normal thing I say. I feel like that is pretty common for a lot of people. But I never realized that. I didn't realize that. I mean, I'm pretty sure I have realized it before, but I didn't remember. I do say that a lot in my own speech. But that's like my normal conversation. It's not like how I do my intro. My intro, that is like something I wrote down. I'm like, oh, I wanted like a nice little intro when I come into my videos or my streams. That is different, but the other one, yes, that is just like a spontaneous thing I guess I do. Even though it's too young to marry someone. Yeah. Oni Boi, you have 9 days left. Oh, that's a short one. I'm gonna grind Assassin's Creed. Have a wonderful day, Atlas. But no, so 9. Oh, that's a short day. It's a short competition then. You just started it then, right? Yeah, like you just started it. So I was like, oh, okay. I will see. I don't know if I'm able to participate in this one then. Because if it's that short, you're like, oh, it's boom, 9 days. I'm like, okay, the other one you gave like a month, right? The other one's like a month and I was able to do it. I'll see. I'm not sure. Stella, I plan on drawing out one member of the Abyssalists in my own enemies for Salmon Run. Oh, yeah, I do. Oh, man, that new game I've only seen, I saw somebody playing it the other day. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I saw somebody playing it the other day and I was like, oh, that game looks so fun. I did hear some complaints. A lot of people were saying, oh, it's missing a lot of stuff. Like, you know, people wanted more. And it's like, well, from what I understand, it's just a side series with similar mechanics. Literally, they grabbed the skin, you know, like they grabbed like the basics of the game and they put it in like a different setting. So I think that's cool. It is supposed to be like that. But a lot of people were complaining that they wanted more from the game. Like, they're like, no, it's a good game, but like they wanted more. And I was like, okay. Oh, and either way, so like, I guess we should jump in, right? Today is a dev day. I was just like, man, like I don't want to do the debugging. I haven't done it. You know, it's just like one of those things like that's a terrible stream idea. And I was like, well, I want to do something, you know, more relaxing. I just want to let's model a character. I think they'll be fine. Stella, I'm planning on drawing out. Oh no, you already read Basic Splatoon, but placed in a roguelike. Yeah, that's what it is. You should do one skin for your favorite character from the 4. Yeah, I mean, when I do the Mr. Ghost, I'd probably do them all. Just because like how I draw, I'll just draw all of them. But I'll see. I'm not sure. If it's in 9 days, I'll see. All right, let's start. So we're doing Ritmon. Ritmon is like a little... Didn't I not start him? I feel like I started him. Did I just scrap it? you know? Now that I think about it, I feel like I started Ritmon a while ago. You know? Like now that I opened, I was like, wait. Did I not do a Ritmon? What is this? Oh no, what is going on here? Okay, whatever. It's just like, it's doing something odd. There we go. Okay, let me see. I'm gonna look. I feel like I started at Ritmon a while ago. I just didn't like finish it. Let me just bear with me, guys. Okay, I'll put it over here so I can look at least your direction while we're chatting. Right? Okay, so let me check. I'm like, what? Where did I put it? Or like, if I did put it, you know, I feel like I started it. I started at Ritmon. I might have like imagined it, but I'm pretty sure I did. No projects, games, Ori's 3D models, Ori's. Did I start one? Ritmon, I did. Oh, I started at Ritmon. What am I doing? That's why I was like, hold up. I feel like I started him a while ago, right? He's pretty basic. He's like a very basic character, you know? Let's see. You did. I did, right? Yeah. Stella, the Abyssals are based entirely off of a sea creature from the deep sea, starting from Twilight Zone to Abyss. Oh, that's interesting. I've not seen them. I've not seen these characters. It sounds cool, though. Let me raise the volume a little bit. Okay. Just to get like the vibe of my music going on a little bit. That's how I was like, wait. I was going to do Ritmon. I was like, wait, I'm pretty sure we started Ritmon already. Even better. We could probably even do this one. Maybe jump in to ZBrush. Do I need ZBrush for this guy? He's pretty basic. I might actually go into Substance after this, you know? So we'll do this version here on Maya. And then I'll probably like raise, like this is like really low poly. So we'll probably go in like higher poly version of this. And then go into not ZBrush, Substance. I think ZBrush is good, but ZBrush is a lot better with like things that are a little more complicated. This character is like super basic, so I don't think it really works. I'm actually not even sure if I want to do this thing for the eyes. I'm like, now that I'm looking at them, I might make them a card. You know what I mean? Now that I look at the eyeballs, I might make them a card. And like, you're probably thinking, what do you mean a card? So I'm thinking like, well, it'll be like a piece of like a paper, imagine a paper. And then like when you rotate it, it always rotates facing the player. You know what I mean? I've done that before with particles. So I might be able to do it with this character. So I'm like, now I'm thinking about, I might do that. Maybe. I'm not sure. I'll see. For now, I'm going to leave it how it is. Not to complicate myself. Just like, not like complicate myself. But I think it'll be fine. So let's leave it as is. Okay, let's go into... All right. Where was I? I'm like looking at him. He's for sure missing the mouth. The mouth I did not put. Did I want it to be that thick? I might want the base to be a little chunkier. The only ones that equip themselves with weapons or armors are known as fresh abyssals that are able to take humanoid form like Inkling. Oh, that's so sick. I like it. And they're different from salmons. Their abyssals don't upgrade themselves with tech. They focus entirely on their own abilities. I like it. Abysslings. So like they're just like deep water fish, right? That's all. Like this the gist. I haven't seen them though. I haven't seen what they look like. You're gonna have to show me. So I think I'm gonna make this bigger. Now that I look at it, I do want this to be chunkier. The bottom. Yeah, we're gonna do this chunkier. How do I want to do this? I'm like thinking to this, and let's just make everything bigger. Yeah. I had to make sure. I had to make sure. Yeah, because I'm thinking I want it bigger, right? A little bigger. And then let's smush it a little bit too. I don't want it so yeah, I think this is like cuter. It's gonna be more a little cuter for me at least. I could stretch this part out. Well, trying to think, like I'm imagining it because like now that I'm doing the shape, I'm actually kind of locking in what it's gonna be like. Because one thing's doodling it, like you doodle it, it's like kind of like whatever, you know. Yeah, I'll show you. Here, because he's a little shrimp, you know. So like you doodle it, right, and it's like kind of like this, and then like I'm like I know you're like you can't see it yet. But I'll show you what I mean. Where you doodle the guy. And then like it could like the shape of the body could change when you're doodling. Right? But I feel like when you do a model, you have to think this is locked in. This is not gonna change anymore. So that's why I'm like, okay, I do like how do I want him? Do I want him shorter? Also, do I want to make him maybe plumper on the sides? Like I'm looking at him, he's looking thin. So I might actually plump him up a little bit. I might go like almost like chibi, little chibier. So I might do that. I'm like, now that I look at him. Yeah. I think I'm gonna do that. Let's add a little bit, just a little bit, a little plumpiness to it. Oh, you actually know where I want to do it. I want to do the plumpiness in like the upper area. That's what I'm thinking. So, but for that, so I don't want to do like just hard plump up. So I'm gonna actually do hit the B button. So this, if you're curious, the B button makes it so it affects everything in a radius. So let's do that. Yeah, I think I'm like this. What do you guys think? Right? He's gonna make slightly chunkier around like the mouth area. Oop. That's what I'm thinking. So like this, and then let's do another one. There we go. I like that. That looks cute. Right? It's like minor. It's like such a minor thing, but I think it really changes it. And Stella, since I did, wait, Dragon, this has been one of the best days of my life. Oh, what happened? What was such a highlight? What was such a highlight that you're like, this is the best day? And then Stella, since I decided to do their lore and then a sheet of discuss their appearance, I'll do their art. Okay, yeah. And I'll still drawing a forgeable for you. It's nearly done. Just had to done. Oh, really? Okay, I'm excited for that. I'm excited to see all this stuff. All right, let's see. This is what I'm gonna change next. These are like little spikes. So like the way I've drawn them, I usually just draw them as like little spikes. You know what I mean? Like they're just like little spikes. Here, I'll do it. I'll draw it like just so you can see what I mean. Yeah, I would love to see it, Stella. So like so far when I've drawn them, I've just drawn the spikes as like little nubs. You know what I mean? But like now that I think about it, how am I gonna do these? Do I want them to be what's it called? Do I want them to be more like square like? You know what I mean? Do I want them to be more square like? Do I want, you know, like a square? Do I want them to be more round like? You know, a little more round or what? You know what I'm saying? So this is like the moments I'm like, I gotta think what I want for this character. I think I do want them a little more square because since it is based on a musical instrument, and the musical instrument is a little, these are etched out, like you cut into the gourd to make these like little grooves. So I feel like that would work better for what I'm thinking in my mind. Yeah, like you know what I'm saying? Like they're kind of like carved into it. So I think I do want them to look semi-rigid for this character. Dragon, I just realized I just posted the final art piece as post, so I can somewhat receive YouTube problem cutting the stream before it ends. Oh, nice! I like it. You sent it? Oh, I'm gonna check it out. Because I've actually been pretty curious. Where is it? The art? No. No, that's what is this? Hey, Roar Vortex sent me put something kind of cool in the art section. But let's see, Stella, what'd you send me? Oh, I like this guy. He looks cool. I'll have to show this to Bingo later. She loves bats. She loves bats. I'll have to show that later. Hold on. Love it. It's cool. Very cool though. Yeah, I saw. It was cool. It's cool. I like it. But later I'll have to show Bingo after the stream. Like I said. Oh. Someone, oh, it's Vortex. That's cool. Interesting. But no, like I said, I'll have to show that later to Bingo. She would like it. All right, let's jump in back to what I was saying. So I want these, the spiky things, to be, yeah, they're not gonna be spiky. You know what I mean? Like they're gonna be kind of like bumps, I guess. Like thinking, how do I want them? Like the more I look at them, like, okay, should I make? They're obviously gonna be smaller. These are way too big. Like this, like that, like that, like that. Oh no, that's wrong. How is it again? Is it this one? Think is that one? No. I was saying like there's like I might have to do it individually. I'm not gonna stress about that. No. Oh, that's why. Also. Like I don't mind it being a little not perfect. Because I'm probably gonna play with this a little bit with the sizing. Stella, in the past, you gave me that. You wanted to be a fire witch Caribbean mythology, so I checked and lived in the Caribbean and found the red fire bat. Oh, that's sick. I like it. I like that. It's cool. I like that a lot, actually. True. I'm trying to remember what area in the Caribbean the fire bat is. Don't tell me. I don't remember. I know there are some. You know, I know for sure. I've seen it. It's just like there's so many. You'd actually be surprised how many animals are very specific to the Caribbean that they're not in any part of the world. There's like hundreds. I'm not even joking. There's hundreds and hundreds of animals that are only found in the Caribbean, and it's really interesting. That's why, like, you know, that's one of the reasons why I've like making this game that I'm working on. You know, it's like, hey, this is like literally the Caribbean. There's so much here, and then no one talks about it, which is kind of insane to me. You know what I mean? Like I look at them like, how is there nothing based on the Caribbean? Not really. The most you see is like a pirate game. You know what I'm talking about? You see like a game with pirates. You're like, oh, the Caribbean. But they use it more as like a set dressing, not as like inspiration for anything like actual. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, for the most part. And then you might see some stuff of like I don't know, maybe like Haitian stuff, maybe just because the voodoo stuff, you might see a little bit of that. But that's like, and even then, a lot of times they mix it up. A lot of that voodoo stuff is like not even close to how it actually is with their culture. Yeah, I know. It's surprising how there's so many different animals living in small islands. You know, 100%. Yeah, it's so true. All right, let's see. So I'm looking at. Wait. This one I want to bring in a little bit too. Yeah. So this is what I'm thinking. So we're going to like this. Pull this down. And I'm like looking at it. Right? I'm trying to like, I'm imagining it like I'm gonna smush them down a little because I feel like they're too big. They shouldn't be this long. They should be like around there, I think. Because I'm gauging them. Because I want to like imagine it right, like visually, okay? So I want you guys like imagine like here's like Ritmon's back, and then you should be able to go like this with like a little stick, like, you know, should be like that. It's an instrument. It's an actual instrument in like the Caribbean, where it's like that kind of thing, that kind of motion you going with. Wait, I thought only monastery. What do you mean? No, you don't need to be monetized to open community. No. You could do it. It's not I think you could do it like literally from like the beginning, right? No, that's not a lie. I think as soon as you could stream, you could have open a community. Atlas. So it turns out had destroyed and forgot 1 hour. Wait, what happened? So it turns out had destroyed and forgot for 1 hour to salvage it. I'm so lost. I have no clue what you're talking about, Atlas. I know you were playing a game earlier. Is that about the game? Oh, I had seen that. In fact, I used to have one of those instruments. Okay, so you know what I'm talking about, right? That's what Ritmon is based on. He's based on a wayo, which is like an instrument, where it's like they're usually gourds. So it's like a gourd, like a hollowed out gourd, and then they cut into the gourd like a dried gourd. They'll cut into it, and then like these little ridges, and you have like a stick. It's literally just a stick, and you rub it along, and you can make a song out of it. But I have also seen other ones where they're metal. I have seen metal versions, but the ones I've seen mostly are the gourds. He is a gourd. He's literally a gourd, but it's the shape of a shrimp. Because that's how my spirits work. It's like they're in the other side, and then they come over and they form their body. You know, like they form their body based on what things they like. So in this case, they're like, oh, I like shrimp. And like the shrimp are really cool, and I love music, so they become both. In my case, it's designed as a frog. Oh, okay. That's cool. I like it. I like that actually. So it's like yours is like a frog. It looks like a frog. That's cool. I mean, it makes sense because it needs the opening for the sound to go through. You know, so I can see that easily. All right, let's go back. I think about that length. I don't want to go too far. Now look at it, right? This is the only one that's like needs to be pushed in a little bit. Let's see. I might even push this one more in, but just because it's on the bottom. You know, like the more I look at it. I don't know. I'm not like 100% sold on how far I want to push it in. The openings also used to hold the stick. Yeah, okay, yeah, I've seen that. I've seen that too. Whether you put the stick there just like when you're not using it. Yeah. Okay, let's mess with this a little bit, right? I want to mess with it. Okay, let's play with this a little bit. What do I want to do? I'm like looking at it. Right? Something like this. I mean, we're going to round it out, so don't worry about that. We're going to round it out a little bit, give it like a bevel. I'm just getting the basic shapes down. In fact, Jack from Subjectively created a Fakemon based on the instrument. Really? Really? When? Oh, I have watched them. I've watched Subjectively. Not recently, if I'm being 100% honest. But I've seen their stuff. I do like their stuff. Like, not always. Sometimes it's like, it's not for me. You know, it's just like, there's nothing wrong with it, obviously. It's just sometimes I'm like, I'm not really in the mood to listen to Jack, you know, or Subjectively in general. It's funny because when they were the bunch of them, I don't know if you remember, there was like a bunch of them. How many? Like there were like a few of the friends, right? It was like Jack, and it was like 3 other people. I actually feel like I enjoyed it a little more when it was a bunch. Not being mean to Jack. It's just I thought it was kind of fun, the back and forth between him and his friends. And I was like, oh, I like this. I'll show you the fake amount. Yeah, the Maza region. Oh, I do remember the Maza region. Okay, I remember that one. I don't remember there being a Wyo, but I would love to see that. Yeah, do send it to me. Please do. I'm curious. Okay, let's see as I continue. Well, you send me that. I think this is looking pretty solid, actually. The more I look at it, the more I'm like, yeah, this feels solid. Yeah, let's move that. I'm gonna shrink the size of this. This is like a little too big. Let's do. What do you think? I'm like looking at it. I might. Yeah. Yeah, I think like this. Yeah, because obviously I'm gonna round it out. All of this is gonna be round out. So like I'm not worried about that part. I'm just looking at it. Okay. Then we also have to mess with the arms too. The arms are like terrible. I literally just like put like placeholder arms. Let me drink a little bit of water. One moment. Had to clear my throat. All right, let's see. Oh, okay, yes. I have seen this. Okay. It is very similar. Yes. I do remember this. That's actually cute. That's like a cute version of it. So like, I'll show you the actual instrument. Here, I'll look it up. I don't mind like showing you guys. The actual instrument, the one I'm talking about. Instrument Guido. Oh, I do. Oh, it's really funny. As I look it up, one of the first images is the frog one. I'm not even joking. It's the frog one. I will show you the one I was referring to when I was looking at it. When I like the ones I grew up looking at. You know what I mean? I grew up looking at. No, that one's like a cut off one. This one looks okay. I'm like looking at like there are like gourd ones, like straight up just like a gourd. But like the one I was thinking of, like I remember seeing a lot of the ones like they look like a shrimp or a fish. Here, I'll show you. Save this image. Save image. Where do I want to put this? I'm like, where do I want to put it? I want to put it on. That's the only thing I wish I could just be like, boop, just throw it on. Yo, is there really none here? How your day been? It's good. Take a guess on its typing. Oh, I'm guessing the frozen one has to be ice, right? And then the other one, like grass. They're usually made out of plants, so I can imagine that. Let's see, projects and stream. I'll call it stream talk. I'll throw it in here. Yeah, save it in here, and then I can show you. Let's see, image. I know I'm like moving around just so I can see it. We go to projects, into stream. I know it takes a little bit. It really does, because it's like not easy for me to just like grab and throw it on. I wish. That'd be so nice. Ori's, here it is. That is the instrument I'm talking about. See? I'll make it smaller. There's like humongous. Okay, like there you go. Right? You see what I mean, right? So it's a gourd. It's literally a gourd, and you just like The left is ice poison, and the other one is grass poison. Interesting. Why poison? My day is going good. It's early for me. It's still 10:54 a.m. It's still in the early side. My friends got shiny crab brawler after 2 weeks of hunting. That's so long. Looks great. No, yeah. It's been good though. Because it's holding a mushroom. Yeah, oh, I can see it. No, I know, but I mean like why? What was the choice? You know, like the thought process behind it being that? You know what I mean? That's what I meant by why. You know, not like why, like, oh, like how could it be? I meant like, oh, what was their direction? Like, oh, I'm gonna put a mushroom, poisonous mushroom in the mouth. I'm like, oh, I wonder why. Because of the frogs? Because I could see that with the frog, just because like a lot of frogs, what's it, dart frogs? Those, for example, they eat poisonous plants, and that's the only reason they are poisonous in the first place. If they don't eat those things, then they're not poisonous. Oh man, it's like such an old man thing to say, but like my back has been bothering me today. I was literally like cracking up with my fiance about that. I was like, I woke up with my back bothering me. And it's like, oh, that's such an old person thing to say. I was like, I know. It really is. But it happens. Can't control it. Sometimes you just feel that way. Yeah, the old man aches. All right, let's continue working on this. Let's see. So I'm on the second one. Yeah, I'm looking at no, third one. So let's move. I'm gonna pull this one. Actually, no. I want to like pull it down first. Right, we're gonna move it down. And then we could do something like that, right? I'm like looking at it like, well, I think it's because he specifically chose the grass type, because there is a species of frog that freezes itself and is toxic, while the mushroom gives it the grass type. Oh, I do know the frog that freezes itself. I just didn't remember him using the musical instrument. You know what I mean? I didn't remember him using one. I was like, oh, a Guido. I was like, I didn't remember it being one. You know, I like, obviously I do remember the frog freezing. I thought that was cool. I do remember that. I was like, oh, I do remember like those are frogs during the winter, they freeze. Then like they'll just be like asleep in hibernation. Atlas, my birthday is in 1 week, but my grandma's a day later and everyone in my family is coming. Like I genuinely can't wait. Aw, that's so sweet. Well, happy early birthday, Atlas, to you and your grandma. Stella, I mostly because I think the species of frog is called wood frog, so grass type. Yeah, okay, that makes sense. I didn't know that. I didn't know it was called wood. I mean, like, I know it really depends on how you do your inspiration for things. You know what I mean? I know, like, I think in his case, he tends to look at like, oh, okay, I'm looking at an animal, and then like let's combine some things with this animal, so like that kind of gist, which is it's a wonderful way. That's what Pokemon does a lot. For me, since because I'm doing more of the Caribbean like stories, I've been like, okay, I'll grab like an animal, but then I'll look at different Caribbean stories. I'm like, oh, which one? Just because a lot of these like Caribbean characters, right? A lot of these like mythology, a lot of them have so much. They have like so many things for like what's one of them? I'm trying to think of like Shango. Shango is like a huge one. He's like a huge mythological, you know, orisha. And if you look at it, like animals associated with this, like a bunch. He has tons. He has tons of animals, so it doesn't make sense to pick one. Just because like if I did like, oh, I'm gonna have like this is Shango, and then I'd have like 20 different inspirations, it doesn't work. You know, just because they're like all like they have like a bunch of animals associated with each thing. Hey Ripper, welcome in. So that's why I'm doing it a little different. I'm doing like, oh, I'm gonna pick the animal, and then I'm like, which animal also works with this? I'm like, oh, okay, I could do this, right? Atlas. Like most of my life, I was homeless, but I stayed at my grandma's house, and when I knew her well, in fact, better, my dad, because I was imprisoned for exposing. Wait, what happened? Oh, I mean, yeah, something like that happened to my family too. So I could actually understand that, Atlas. I'm sorry. And Stella, meanwhile, for my Fortimals project, I just grabbed an animal, gave it an element, and turned them into weapons with no inspiration. I mean, it really it depends on like how your world is. For mine, I want mine to be very much like an ambassador to the Caribbean mythology. Just because there's like, it's none. And it's one of those things like, oh, I really want to do that. I want to share that. I did the character skin for Mr. Oh, nice. Nice, Ripper. All right, let's continue. But yes, I could definitely understand that one, Atlas. Some places are crazy. No. This one. Is that okay? I'm like looking at it. I feel like this one should be shorter. No? I'm not sold. I'm like looking at it. And I'm not sure if it should be a little shorter. I think it will be. Yeah, I'm going to make it shorter. It's fine. And then push this up. This is looking at me like a little shorter than everything, right? Because it goes like from big to to small. Should I do it the middle one being like the second one being the tallest? I'm not even sure now. Like I think about it, should it be like, you know, like should I do like a this? Like should I do this? Like this thing? Or should I do more like this? Where like I have a peak in the middle, you know? Or should I just do like this where everything is just even, like a mohawk or something? I'm thinking I'm going with like this one. I feel like this one, I kind of like this one, you know, where it's like shorter, taller, then shorter. I think that I might go in that direction. Now that I look at it, I think so. Yeah. I think I will. Stella also living the best life watching stream while a cat is purring on my lap. That does sound very nice. It does. Ripper, I wasn't joking. I did Souls Tyson. Yeah, nice. I had to check that out after the stream. Or I could check it out. No, I'll check it out after. Atlas, actually, you know what's funny? I don't even want to marry someone ever in my life. Well, I mean, I don't know. I feel like it's one of those things eventually. You don't have to do it, but it's like one of those things. I feel like there's a point in your life you do want to. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, I do want to. I want to have this party, this celebration to celebrate someone I love and I want to be with. It's like, hey, this is like me telling everyone I want to be with this person. You know, you don't have to. You don't have to be married. But I think it is like kind of a nice thing to do. Just like for yourself. Not so much. I know like some people, oh, you need to do it for the family. I don't really care about the family. I think it's more like yourself. You want like something, some kind of like a little celebration. Doesn't need to be huge. I think a lot of people inflate it where they're like a huge giant thing. I don't think it needs to be like that. You know? Have a wonderful day, Stella. Let's see. But yeah, I think I'm going to continue working on this. All right, let's see. Let's continue. So like I was saying, I think this one's going to be a little shorter, right? Yeah, this one's going to be a little shorter. Same thing with the front one. This one. I also want this one to be a little shorter. Now that I really thought about it. I'm like looking at it. I'm like, kind of. I'm kind of digging that. What do you guys think? I think I like this. Yeah, I like this. Yeah, okay. And then obviously we're going to add some softness to these. Here, let's do... Actually, do I want them thinner too? I'm like looking at them. Do I want them thinner? Not sure. I could. You know, like now that I look at it, I'm like, I could thin it out a little bit. Or should it be the opposite? You know, no, I think maybe we'll do the thinner way. I kind of like the idea of it being thinner, right? Yeah, I'm digging this actually. Let's do. Yeah, I like that where it's like slightly thinner. Yeah, visually, I think that looks best. I made a Toxic Medic Soul Tyson Big Smoke Dark Angel Ghost. Ooh, that sounds crazy. That actually sounds crazy. Wait. Hold up. About like that. And then let's just a little bit on this one. A little thinner. Not like super thin, just like adding a little bit. Yeah, I like that. And then let's do the same with this one. And there we go. Thinner here too. And then a little thinner. There we go. I am seeing something, an issue. Not an issue, but like I might need to move this one down a little bit. Let's move like scooch it down slightly. Just because like visually, I do want them to align. Oh, actually, we should probably do the same thing with this one. Yeah, right? Oh, you know what we should do? Rotate it slightly. There we go. That's going to be a little nicer, I think. Same thing. With that one. Like I'm looking at, like we're going like slightly, just slightly. And then same with this one. I want it, this one. There we go. Right? I think it's going to be a lot better. It's already looking a lot better for me. And then this one, let's tighten that one up a little bit. A little tighter. Same thing with this one. There we go, right? I'm like looking at this. I'm like, okay, this is looking pretty good. I do want to obviously change some of these. I feel like this one is not looking right. Not for me. Not for me. Let's see. And let's tighten that a little bit. Tighten that one a little bit. There we go. I'm like really happy with that actually. What do you guys think? Atlas, by the way, I was shiny hunting for Zane Goose, ended up with 2 rounds of shinies in 20 minutes. And the only thing I had was alpha power. That's funny. Hey, I mean, you never know. That's cool though. You got Zane Goose. Wait, you got you got the regular one? No, or did you get the Galarian one? You got the Galarian one, right? I think that's the better one, personally. I think it looks better. The dark normal, that one. I think that one looks cooler. One moment, guys. One moment. Actually, I'm gonna need a little mini break. Hold up. I'm back. I was just feeling a little hot, so I had to turn on the fan. Well, actually, I asked my fiance and my daughter to turn on the fan. Let's see. Hello, Carter. Welcome in. Just working on Ritmon. This little shrimpy guy. You know, we're just blocking him out right now. We're still blocking him out. Like looking at him. I think obviously these will go higher up. I'm like looking at them. I put these here, but now that I look at them, they're not good. Like, they're fine, but they need to be up here. Yeah, like that looks already way better now that I pumped them up here. So that is like, okay, that's one thing I've put, right? So I put them like the arms, they're kind of like stubby. They're very short. So there's like one thing I'm contemplating. What will I do with these? Probably push them in like this. I think so. I think this is like about it. And let's move that a little bit right here. What do you guys think? I think like this is looking pretty good. Positioning. And then we could probably add a little bit to the art. Well, I don't know, because he's pretty simple. He's such a simple guy and he's small too. So I don't even want like to like crazy amount of detail on him. You know what I mean? Like the more I think about it, do I really want to add that much to him? Oh, also, let's do it doing the mouth. No. We need to get rid of that. The mouth. I think like a 2. 2 holes. Yeah, that's good. He's like, oh, right. Oh, no, that's not how his mouth is gonna be. We need to add like a bunch to it. Not like a bunch, but we do need to add to it. Let's see. Actually, I could have like thinking if I should have just left it how it was, and then we could probably just like played with it from here. So let's leave it. Right? Yeah, let's leave that. And then we're just gonna like, what's it called? Pull it back a little bit. Huh. I didn't realize it looked like that. Anyways. Looks kind of crazy, right? When you put it over, it hover over it, it does like a crazy effect. Anyways, let's go into extrude. You're probably extrude. Yeah, so instead of extrude, I'm gonna intrude. No, I'm joking. It's just extruding and then pushing it in. It was a joke. It was a really bad joke. Oh no, actually. Contemplating. Should I? How should I design this mouth? You know what I mean? Like, now that I think about it. I probably should do the hole that I was doing before. Let's go back. Let's go back. I do think it should be wider. Like that space that I gave it originally was not a bad space. Probably pull it down a little bit too while I'm at it. I think about this size. Is this like a good size for this? I'm like looking at it, I'm like, I think obviously we'll do, let's see. I'm gonna play with it a little bit. I'm trying to think how can we do this that's not like doesn't break it. You know what I mean? Like a smart way of doing a square into a mouth. So we can get like a little bit of lips. I don't want them like have like a bunch. I don't want to be like super complicated, but I do want them to have lips. So, okay, let's do like a quick doodle. I like, it's funny because like you'd think, really? You're doing it on like a piece of paper? Yes, I do it on a piece of paper sometimes. So for the mouth, we're going to keep, so it's like a triangular mouth, right? So we want like a triangle, I guess that triangular mouth. So I'm thinking we'll give him like a little bit of like that lip, you know, the cat, like a cat-like lip. I think it just looks cute. So if we are doing that, right? We're doing this lip. We're putting it inside a square. I'm like trying to think of like a way where you can put that where it works well without adding too much. We could probably do this. I'll show you in a moment. I'm like, I'm like thinking like we could do something like this. I don't know if you can see that, right? We'll probably have to add, I'll probably have to add stuff lining to it anyways. So I'm not like stressed about that too much. We'll probably have to add a few. Like this, probably like one here and one there. And then like one here. I'm just like planting, like mapping it out a little bit. So I'm thinking it'll be looking like this, right? Something like that. And we'll fix it afterwards. Like I'll probably, like usually the mouth, if you ever look at the mouth and like the eyes, they have so much. It like they'll look like this. I'll show you. Like this zone, like that zone on like a face. You'll have like the mouth, the eyes. That whole area is usually so packed with like topology. You know, like the nose usually has like a bunch too. So it'll be like, it looks funny. It looks kind of like a monkey, like a weird monkey. But if you actually look at topology, so you'll look at it, you'll like see like these little areas will be like super dense and the rest of it's like pretty empty. So I'm thinking we'll do something like that for this one. Right? Yeah, we could do that. I'm like looking at it. So we do that. We'll extrude it. Extrude. Right? So I extrude it a little bit. You can see that. It just going like out, which is really funny. It's not really supposed to, but I don't mind. So we're doing that, and then let's start carving. I know it's gonna look messy. I'm not gonna stress about that right now though. So let's do, I need the cut. I need the cut tool. The multi-cut. Huh? The cut. Oh no. Yeah, I cut the wrong thing. There we go. Cut. I cut it. See? We got one cut. Now we could do another cut around here. What did I cut? Oh my god, that's not what I wanted. I didn't want to cut that. There we go. And then we could do the same over here. There we go. Right? We got a few cuts, and we'll move them around a little bit. Then let's do the ones on the bottom. I want like 2 on the bottom. Right? See? Few on the bottom. Then we could do, we already have this one, but I do want one over here. And then I want another one over here. Yeah, right? I'm like looking at it, I'm like, that feels about right. So now let's start massaging these a little bit. No. We're just kind of like positioning everything. We're not trying to go like, oh, this looks perfect. No, I'm not doing that. Let's do like that. Okay, yeah, see, it's already getting the shape a lot better, right? And let's do this one. Probably like this. He's such a small little mouth. That's actually really funny. I kind of love it. You know, like obviously I'm probably gonna go bigger, but it's still cute. It's still a cute little mouth. I am thinking though he's going like a lot bigger. This mouth is too small. Yeah, I'm like looking at it. It's cute and all, but no. Let's do. Yeah, select all the mouth, and we're gonna make it way bigger. I'm gonna like stretch it out. Let's do. Wow. There we go. Right. He's like, ah. He's very cute. It's gonna be very cute. Hold up. I'm like, obviously, I'm gonna put it more down. A little more down. Let's see. I'm like looking at it. I feel like that's about right, actually, right? Obviously, we have to like adjust this. But I'm looking at it and that looks pretty clean. That looks better than I originally thought, if I'm being honest. Yeah, okay, and I actually already have an idea how we can fix this. One here to there. Enter. You do the same thing to here. Enter that one. This one to that one. Enter this one to that one. I don't need it, but I want it just for like the extra control. And it's funny because like this character is very basic. If you really look at it, I did not add a lot to this character. And then this, we could probably do here. And there to there. Okay, and then let's actually do it again. Let's start massaging this a little bit. I want to massage this character. Because right now, it is really funny looking. He's just like, it looks like he's like sucking on a glass. You know what I mean? It looks like he's like a glass sucker, like one of those. But he's not supposed to look like that. Okay, let's select these. Push these a little back. Right? That already changed it. That changed it like so much, which is like really funny. Just like slightly moving these back, it like changed it dramatically. And we'll do the same with these, obviously the lips, the outside of the lips. Yeah, look at that. And then we'll do with the chin, like this little chin area. It's funny, it's like not really like supposed to be the chin, but it looks like a chin. Pull those in a little bit. Right? And it's gonna look really good when we smooth this all out. Because we are gonna smooth this out too. I'm like looking at it. It's funny because I want to make this one pop out a little bit more. Where the other one does the opposite. I was like pushing the back, but I actually want this one to be popped out. Right? Yeah, this looks good. And then we could massage this a little bit. Oh, you know what I should do? I'm like looking at it. I'm gonna add a line here. We're gonna cut a piece here. Let's see, multi-tool, cut into here, cut it. There we go. Cut this one. Enter. Perfect. And then let's do the same up here. Just I like that feeling that it'll look nicer when I cut it. There we go. So that's like the one thing a lot of people don't realize. When you're doing topology, you want 4 to 3. You want to make sure every single space is 4 to 3 corners. Just because it tends to warp if there's more. If you have like 5 or 6, you'll actually start to notice warping. You know, that's why they recommend 3 to 4. That's the only reason. It's just because it can warp if it's not the right amount. Because like, think about it as like a piece of paper. You know, it's like a piece of paper. 4 points is really good, right? 3 points is just as good when you have like the 3. It also works. But as soon as you add a 5th point, you start moving it in ways it wasn't intended to move. And it looks really odd. You know? Okay, let's continue this. Yeah, I'm liking this. I'm like looking at him. He's looking pretty good for me, right? Like visually, I'm looking at him. Like when I pull him away, he looks fine. So let's go into, I'm gonna pull him in and we'll actually start building the inside of his mouth. Let's push that in into an extrude. And when just push it in, whoop, right? You see that? Already like changes it drastically. I'm probably gonna do like a little bit, right? And then we'll do another one. Another extrude, which I'm just going to select the G button. G button, if you're curious, in Maya, just repeats everything you've done. Let's go inside. Like this, pull it a little bit. You see what I'm doing, right? And then we're going to do another one. And this one, I think, is just like out. Let's go inside. I want to go like in to see what I did. Do I like that? I'm like looking at it. I was like, do I like this? I think I do. I think this is fine. Then the next one, we're going to pull it like in, like actually start pulling it in. Yeah, I think that looks pretty nice, actually. I'll like massage it a little. Yeah, it's like I'm like looking at this corner. Looks really weird. But I'm okay with it. Like, it doesn't look terrible. Let's start massaging this a little bit. I'm gonna massage these corners. There we go. I just want to like open it up a little bit. And then we're gonna like start sealing them off. Like that. That looks okay. I'm like looking at it. Boom. Boom. This one up here looks weird. I don't know why I did that. Whatever. I'm not gonna like stress about it. It's probably because it came from like a weird shape in the first place. You know? Okay. And then let's start combining them. So let's do... I can do... Oh, actually, you know what I could do? So I'm just gonna like select all of it and let's just make a hole. Or fill. Was it fill hole? Where is it? There's like so many options. That's like the one thing that like, I love Maya and everything, but they have so much. Sometimes like, wait, where? It's like, where was it? It was, where is the fill hole? Fill hole, there it is. Right? Let's see. Just like a little quick look. Look at that. He's looking so good. I love it. I'm not even sure if I'm going to add like a tongue. I don't think he needs a tongue. But let's lock these in too. Let's do paint. No, multi-tool. Grab that one. Cut across. Enter. Same thing. Enter. I'm just like going across, making it like very basic. It doesn't matter in the mouth. No one's really going to look in here. Let's see. I guess like realistically, you want these two also to be like that. Right? He's looking good. I like it. So now I'm going to save it. I haven't even saved it this whole time. We've been working on it for an hour and I have not saved it. Did not do that. Never do that. Ritmon. Save as. There we go. Now, this is what I was talking about. So I want to soften this guy. So let's do... Hold up. I gotta like see where I want to actually select everything. You know what I mean? I want to make... Should I just like select everything? I think I will. And then what I'm going to do, we're going to soften the edges. That is going to be... I gotta like look at... Where is it? It's in... Oh. Soften. Is that it? That look good. I feel like that softened some stuff. It did soften it. Okay, let's soften edges. I guess I could turn up, well, just like temporarily. What do you guys think? He's looking not too bad. I'm like looking at him. Obviously the arms are not softened, or the eyes. The eyes, I'm not even sure if I want to leave like that. I'm like looking at him. I think it looks fine. What do you guys think? You know, I'm like looking at it. I'm like, obviously I didn't add the little antenna. I'm not sure if I'm going to add the antenna now in the finished version. Should I add the antenna? I think, no, actually, you know what? We should. We should be able to add a little more movement to Ritmon. And I think he's going to need it. You know, I think the little antenna, I didn't, like, I drew it. Originally when I drew it, I gave him antenna. But now I'm looking at it. He needs it. He is pretty basic. I'm also going to soften these. Soften these. Soften edges. There we go. Right? That looks so different already. As soon as I did that, it changed it like drastically. The mouth, I feel like we could even add more to the mouth. You know, like a little more detail. Not sure. I'm like contemplating if I actually want to. Like I'm looking at him like it looks good. He is like wood. He is like a wooden character, so I'm not sure how much I should add to it. This I might actually. Oh, should I? I'm like contemplate. Should I add bevels to these? You know, should I add something to these corners? Because I know we could do that. Let me do like a little mini test. Well, we can go back, obviously. I just want to see what it looks like. If I do not extrude, bevel, how does that look visually? Let's take that off. No. What does that look like? We could. Doesn't look bad. I don't know. I'm like looking at it. I'm like, I don't know. It's not. I'm not sold on it. Maybe not. Yeah, I don't think we're gonna do that. I think we're gonna leave it blocky on purpose. I think it looks better. I'll make sure I save that. There we go. Then let's add the antenna. Okay. So the antenna, honestly, we could probably just grab one of these and just like thin that out. I might do that actually. Control D has duplicated that, made an antenna. We'll make it like really thin though. No, which one is it? It's no, I'm trying to remember which one is it. Not that one. This is it. This is it. Oh, you know what I should do? I'm like thinking, should I make the antenna better? Because I'm looking at it now. I don't need the antenna to be so complicated, right? I'm like, yeah, no, let's do a square instead. Let's grab a square. And even then, I could probably even reduce one of the sides from the square. So we might be able to do that. Yeah, whatever. Apply it. Where'd you go? Here's a square. I need this square. Let's do pull that. That is not what I wanted. Why did it fall apart? That was such a weird. Okay. That's such a weird thing. It literally just fell apart. You saw that, right? There's a huge square. I don't need it that big. I'm not gonna stress about it. So this is what I was gonna say. So what I'm thinking. Oh, you know what I could do instead? Got an idea. Let's actually grab all of this, the sides, except for the top, right? Delete them. And you're like, what are you doing? Okay, so I'm thinking like a fun idea for the tentacle. Not the antenna, not tentacle. Thinking of this, and then I'm gonna reduce the size on this one a little bit. Just a little bit. Where is it? Like that. Okay. Okay, I like this a lot already. It's funny, it's like you're like, what are you doing? I have an idea. So we're doing this. I'm going to extrude it. Where is it? There are other ways of doing this too. Don't think this is like the best way. I probably could have just made a ribbon. You know, like I probably could have just grabbed a ribbon. That would have worked too. Probably worked better even. Let's do this. Grab that. Oops. Oh, does work. But not what I wanted. I want to grab both of these. Grab these. There we go. That's what I'm thinking. See? So I'm going to make a little antenna out of this. And you're like, what? Yeah, I'm going to break this up now. So let's break it up into multiple bits. Let's do insert edge loop. That's what I want. There's a couple. I don't know actually how many I should do. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 sections. Let's do like another one. Wait, one more. 8 sections. There we go. I think that's a good number. 8 just feels like a good number to me. Right? They're like not even close to each other. Like when I look at them. Let's see. Let's see. One. I'm like looking at them. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 sections, right? Let's move these. Why does it keep doing that? Oh no, that's why. I'm still stuck in that mode. There we go. I was like, what is going on? Okay, let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, perfect. This is like, I'm like looking kind of like eyeball measuring it. You know, I'm not like trying to be exact. Let's see. So then this one will be around the half. This one's a little up more. This one's around here. Then we'll do the same thing with these. Push that one. Oopsie. Did not mean to do that. Around like here. Push that one here. Pull that one about here, right? Yeah. I think this is it. And then the tips. The tip is where I'm going to be like, okay, let's pull this in a little bit, you know? So I'm thinking we could remove the top. Remove the top. And then we'll back to this. And then we could bring them all together. Where is it? Merge. I want to merge them. Merge to center. Perfect. You see what I was doing? I don't know if you can see it, but whoever sees it, they see it. And then let's do... There we go, right? It's like a huge tentacle too. It's and it looks like a tentacle. It's not. It's an antenna though. And then we'll do the same thing. I'm like thinking, pull it down a little bit. No, whatever. There we go. Kind of. Slightly crooked. You know, it's like a little crooked, but whatever. I'm not going to stress about it. Should I? I'm like looking at it. I'm like, it's fine. I don't know. The more I look at it, I'm not sure if this is the best idea. I probably should have just done like a little thing, right? Just like a little nub. We're not like done. Yeah, now I look at it. Go back. Let's just go back a bunch. Going back a bunch of steps. No, okay, I'm just going to delete it. No, like it'll be better if I just delete it. That happens sometimes. You think of something, you're like, ooh, that's a good idea. Then you do it, like, maybe not. I think maybe it's not a good idea. Probably just do this. Fine. Where does that go? Oh, you know what I could do instead? We could do this thing, but not as big. Let's see. Height divisions, I'll do like 8. And then these, I'll do 8. Oh, that's way better already. Looking at already instantly, significantly better. Yeah. Do I need that many though? Now, like, I really think about it. So let's do this. Right? Like this, and then we'll smush it down a little bit. I'm trying to like think of what it would look like visually, you know? How big does this need to be? Kind of like this, I guess. But obviously, we'll massage it. So like the bottom, obviously I want it to be more like this. We're gonna bring it in a little bit. Yeah, I think that looks way nicer. I'm gonna delete the bottom anyways, but I do want it. Okay, right? I think this looks really nice. And then let's do the tip. Pull this up a little bit. No. And then let's reduce these sides, I'm thinking. Let's do a little bit. Okay. Yeah, right? I think this looks like spot on. Let's get rid of this part, bottom though. So let's get rid of this bottom. Boom. Boom, 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 boom. There we go. Nice. Nice and good. Okay. Obviously, we're going to need to pull these out a little bit. Yeah. Okay. And then I'm going to freeze these. Oh no, actually I should mirror duplicate them before doing that. So we're going to do that. Mirror duplicate. Where is it? There's like a little net. There's like one thing I do not like about living in Florida. I love Florida. I think it's really nice where I live. But it is a little frustrating how many gnats there are. I see like gnats everywhere. Where is it? Duplicate. No, I don't want. No, I want mirror. That's what I really want. I want to mirror this. And it should be. Mirror, mirror. Mirror. Where? Mirror. Thank you. Thank you. Yes, it looks so much better. Right? I'm looking at it. I'm like, whoa, that looks good. And then let's freeze these. Yes. Let's go back to delete all history. All history. Oh, I really like these guys actually. Oh, you know what I should do? Let's soften the edges. Oh my God, this looks so much better now. Right? I think I will change these though, like slightly. I'm gonna like rotate them. That's what I'm thinking instead. And it'll add a lot to the character when I move it around. I'll be able to animate these too. I think that's gonna look really cool. Yeah. Okay, we could do this. Look at the time. I might actually be wrapping it up because I get to finish it. I got it. Right? We finished it. We finished the model at least. You know, finish modeling this guy. Oh, you know what I could do? I could just take a little bit more time. Now I'm like thinking about it. We could look at the UVs, right? I could UV render it a little bit. Maybe that'd be semi-interesting. Not really. You're like, not really. Oh, like that's doesn't sound very interesting, but I can do. Let's just like, what happened here? What incoming connection do I have? Huh? I'm like, huh? No, for real. These look fine. Let's freeze these. Freeze that one. Gee. The eyeballs. Why? What incoming connection though? Is it this? I'm a little like lost on that. Why? What incoming connection? They don't look like they have any incoming connection. I will check that later then. Whatever. You know, I'm not gonna like stress about it. The body's not even like, there's nothing on the body. Let's do this. You select object. There we go. I was like, what? Okay. These are the eyes. Let's name them eyes while we're at it. Call them outer eyes. Outer eyes. Save. Outer eyes. Body. Little eyes. These are like inner eyes. I'll do... I want to select them, and then let's select those. These will be inner eyes. Inner eyes. Okay. And then this will be arms. I'll put arms. Selected object. Name it arms, and we need tentacles. Arms. It's just good to label it. Even if it's something this simple, like there's like not a lot going on, it's still nice to have it labeled, especially when you start throwing it in other software. Because then you're like, wait, which one is it? And you're like, it's right here. I'll probably like freeze everything anyways again, but I still want to do it. Create a new layer. This one is tentacle. Or no. Antenna. I think that's what we're going to call it. Antenna. Right? And then let's go to outer eye. I think this looks very fun. What do you guys think? I like it. I think it looks good. You can totally imagine him dancing around. Do. He's going to be dancing. Yeah, okay. I'm out of here, guys. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me. You know, I seriously appreciate it. Thank you so much, Carter. Great Atlas. Ripperoo. Stella. Thank you so much. I'm just going through everybody. The Great Atlas already said. I know Stella was here a good while, too. Dragon, thank you so much. Dragon Spiral Tower. Thank you so much, OG Mr. Ghost Soul. Thank you so much, Nyacat. Thank you, Slaybean. Thank you so much for hanging out. Who else? I think that's everybody, right? at least for today. I feel like that was everyone for today that hung out with me. I think that's it. And thank all the lurkers. Thank you all the lurkers for hanging out. I usually lurk too, so I'm not gonna I don't mind if you don't want to participate in chat. I do. I usually do that too. Whenever I join a chat, I'm usually just in the just listening to it while I'm working. So either way, hope to see you all very soon. Hope to see you all next time. Goodbye.